Hello campers, welcome to this video. I'm Squabbio, but you may know me as Panzerotto Goloso. And in this video we will see how to rank in the top 3 in the PvP. I'll give you some hints on how you can build a good team, some examples of good PvP mobs, and showing you some clips and a lot more. First of all, we will consider 3 parameters. The league coins, how much time you can spend playing, and your PR. You can always buy resources on Battle Camp, but if you don't want to spend money, you can easily start from a basic PvP team that you can try to improve event by event, on and on. These are some examples of monsters you can find in the grab and to use to start. You may find this and this two, this and many more. Start playing with your team. For instance, a good starting team may include a barrier, a counter, and a sacrifice. Take notes of how many times you win and lose every PvP, and make sure your win rate is at least 50-60%. As you may imagine, the more the better. For instance, even before I got the Venom Crusader Water Epic I'm actually using in my PvP team, I had quite a good team with more or less 75% win rate. These are some clips to prove it, and I'll give you some more at the end of the video. I included in order one counter because I wanted it to be always the first to activate, followed by one very big toxic. Cavalry is better than rogue and lethal, but rogue and lethal are okay anyway, because I wanted it to melt the enemy team one by one, and at the end 3 barriers to get extra health and better resist to 3 out of 5 elements. Talking about PR, let's firstly talk about your PR. Unless you get very good proposals, try to keep your hold passive mobs when you find them in the grab, especially Crusader, Defender, Paladin, Guardian, and Warrior, because their hidden statistics will help you become stronger without raising your PR. It is fundamental to keep it the lowest as possible, because the range of enemies you can meet in the PvP is definitely unbalanced. You can find enemies from half of your PR, and in that case it may be an easy win, or at least sometimes, but sometimes double of your PR, and that can be maybe a very bad problem. As instance, now my PR is around 630,000, and it is mostly due to the Venom Epic. I added just a Barrier Guardian super, which usually survives enough time to give me 1 or 2 barrier activations. Then make the difference against enemies like Venom or Toxic that are strong as mine or even stronger. Talking about strategy, PvP happens so often that you can think about programming your top 3. It's not something which just happens. You set all the necessary, and once you're ready, you go straight on to the top. But now let's make it more practical. If you have very few time to play, make sure your team has the highest win rate you can, so that you will maximize the results, optimizing the daily and free energies. No main team, no event teams like Lacerate or Snipe, because they lose easily against PvP teams. If you have any, you can start from setting a team like this: one very big sacrifice or Toxic or Venom, and you can pair it with common monsters or even specials or rare monsters with abilities like counter or barrier, because if you're lucky you will get some activations and you will get stronger during the battle, before they die of course, because they will be very very weak. Your objective is to make as many wins as you can to get these coins, and remember that in case of win, 10 energies at once give you more trophies than 5, and so do 5 if you compare to 2. So if you have very few time, use more energies at once. If you have more time to play, make sure to set some alarms to use your free energies every time they reload, and try to go with 2 energies by 2 until you make 32 wins, or at least 16. At the end, it may be hard and frustrating, I know, but once you improve your team, you will be closer and closer to the top ranks. For example, even when I play very few fights, very few matches, I always rank in the first 160 places in the PvP when I have less time. When I have more, of course, I try to go higher and higher. So let's wrap up the things. PR should stay lower as much as possible, but some passives like Crusader and Paladin help you become stronger without impacting your PR. Build a team starting from grab mobs and try to balance it, selecting your strategy. You can go for a toxic, venom, sacrifice, other actives, maybe including invincible, etc. But make sure your team brings at least 50-60% of wins. Until that, play to collect league coins just for free. If you have very few time to spend playing, use at least 5 or 10 energies every fight you do to maximize the trophies you win. If you have more time, use 2 energies and focus on the reward and trophies you get with the number of wins, 2, 8, 16 and 32. Try to get at least 16 wins and reach the 2000 goal, which gives you 25 additional coins every time. You will find additional analytics and hints in my guide, but don't forget to subscribe, to comment with your team so I can suggest you some improvements and like the video. You can also share it with other campers you would like to help. So enjoy. You will find some more things in my PvP guide in the description, and see you soon. Just for the ones who got until here in the video, there is a small bonus tip. As you can see in most of Battle Camp events, even players with very few trophies get some rewards, okay? This means that even if you have a very bad PvP team for the first events, you can try to collect some coins, even just losing some battles during PvP, but collecting them time by time may get you several hundreds of coins that you can spend when you are ready to go higher in the ranks in the PvP. For example, as you can see in the rank here, there are many players that even with very few trophies got some coins and some rewards, and that's the point. That's the point where you're supposed to start. Collect them and then be ready to use them just at once. See you.